Okay, so if you just want to introduce yourselves going from top to bottom down, can you all see my screen?
Yes,
Yes.
I can.
Cool. All right, so I'm Wesley Biggs. I was the team leader for this project. I was responsible mainly for making sure we all completed the assignments on time, dishing out assignments to every person on the team, and just making sure that we're all communicating well.
Um, I'm Sarah Barker. I was lead designer. I mainly focused on designing the pages, coming up with concepts, and making sure everything is aesthetically nice.
My name's Tyler Crum. I was the lead developer for this project. I focused primarily on getting a lot of the backend stuff and some of the scripting built.
My name's Andi Hethko. I was the document manager for this project, and I mainly focused on organizational stuff like Word documents and the final PowerPoint.
My name is Riley Munger, and I was the quality manager for this project. Uh, the most that I did was to double check assignments, make sure we met all the requirements for them, and just did a final check on everything before we turned it in.
My name is Wesley Zamboni. I was the assistant for this project, and I mostly just went through, cleaned stuff up, helped out wherever needed, and helped keep things nice and working ready.
Cool. All right. Like I said, Jacob Walker emailed me and he said he couldn't be here. I think he said didn't get off work until 10. Let me double check. All right, cool. We're still recording. All right. We're just gonna go ahead and do a quick walkthrough of the website real quick before we get into the actual presentation. So this is gonna be the. Are you still here, Daniel? I don't know if you muted your mic or not.
Yes, I'm
Okay,
muted so you don't hear my fan.
gotcha. All right, so this is gonna be the home page. It's gonna have like a little slideshow, like some of the models and everything, like you did, with like a little, um, little descriptor box over here for each one, and you can kind of cycle through. The little background image back here was made by Sarah at my request, and I think she did a fantastic job. It really helps, fit the little wacky nature of your kobolds. Like so, the first thing that you do is like whenever you come into the page and stuff like that, you'll see all this stuff. You'll see the navigation bar up here at the top. You've got your little logo icon up here in the top left, and that's gonna be for every page. And then you've just got one like over here too, to just kind of help tie that thing together. If you click on this link for your store, it'll open up a new tab and take you directly to your actual store page where you can find like all of your models and stuff like that for sale. So, and it opens up a new tab too, so you can just go back to this one. Right here is gonna be the mission statement that you sent me, as well as like a little overview. We'll cover more of this like whenever we get to the actual presentation. Going to the gallery, here's like where you can see some of your model line and everything like that. Tyler did a really good job just in this whole page and kind of like the whole foundation for the website as well. Uh, he's kind of, you have him to thank for making this cute little like diorama and or not diorama, but gallery and stuff that you can like kind of go through and look at all your cute little miniatures. Go into the about me page is the stuff that you kind of sent me, kind of talking about like what got you inspired, different stuff like that. And I went ahead and for not for the home and the gallery and stuff like that, I kind of kept the background like a simple color. But for the rest of the pages, it should have like Sarah's like little background image. That way, it gives it a little bit more life to it, and so it's not just all a single color. Here's your about me page. Go into the Kobold facts. The tabletop games, go into the how to use, which is more tabletop games really. A little section on 3D printing, and then for all of the pages and stuff like that, there's a contact me button up here, which will open up a contact me page, which gives you your email, the store again, and then your Instagram account whenever that loads up. But yeah, like just to kind of prove that it works like on all of them too as well. All right, and that's kind of like the walkthrough of the website. So we'll go ahead and go into the actual presentation. So the site description, Cackling Kobold is a site that can serve as a source of general information, means of contact, an image portfolio, and a link tree for your work. It's meant to display all your work, or not really all your work, but some of your best works, and streamline your business for you. It includes the homepage, gallery page, contact page, the About Me page, the Kobold Facts, the tabletop games, and the 3D printing stuff. The stuff that we just went through. Daniel, you're a close personal friend of mine, and I have known you about 2 years now. Here we're just kind of reiterating the information back to you, but you're a graduate of ETSU Digital Media Page, 3D modeling mainly, and you've been like hard at work over the past few years, like making your own little model range and stuff like that. We also like wanted to choose you just because I personally knew you were going to be pretty chill. You weren't going to be super picky. You're going to be easy to work with. And I thought you had a really good company and foundation that we could build a website for you. Um, Going to the mission statement, this is the same thing that you sent me as well. Uh, right down here is your little mission statement. Mission of the Cackling Kobold Company is to offer an alternative source of models or factions to play in your tabletop games. Many companies make borderline copyrightable clones, but not too many companies are making original factions or models to proxy for your games. Run an RPG game set in the future with our mercenary range, or run them as an army for a war game. The same goes for the fantasy ranges. Regardless, it won't just be a shameless recreation of something some company has already made. Those kinds of sites drive me personally up the wall. Target audience going to be tabletop gamers, different artists and stuff like that that want to like paint miniatures, hobbyists that like collecting, collectors, and Kobold enthusiasts. All right, going to the home page, I'll let Sarah kind of like take over this, and if she wants to like add anything extra to like what she's done on the page, she's more than welcome to.
Yeah, so obviously everything in bold is kind of what is in it. So we obviously have the title, we have that link to your mini factory, your mission statement, and an overview. Um, it's all kind of basic. It is the homepage. Um, and I would like to say that drawing your little kobold figures is really cute. I like them. Um, yeah,
I was about to say I love the illustrations you did. They're very fun.
thank you. It was a little time consuming, but it was worth it. They're super cute.
All right, going to the gallery page, this is Tyler's work.
All right, so I tried to keep the gallery page kind of similar to the home page because I figured it'd probably be the next most visited page on the whole site. All the images came from just the Google Drive collection of all your different sets. When you click on one of the sets, it'll load all of the higher quality images kind of in the background. So the first image that shows up, it'll load immediately so that they can see what, the main point of the set is. And then the rest of the pictures will just kind of load in the background so that it doesn't hang the whole browser when it's loading all the pictures. This page is also cross-platform supported, so if you go on mobile, there isn't any weird clipping or annoying, pop-outs that block things. And then, yeah, just I tried to optimize the image load time as much as I can so that it doesn't slow down when you try and open a picture.
Oh, all right. The About Me page was kind of my responsibility. I just kept it pretty much simple. I just left the information that you kind of sent me. Uh, Nothing too crazy about this. It's just if you want to put more information here, feel free to contact me. Just basically a page that tells the viewer about your inspirations and everything like that. Okay, the About Kobolds.
Okay, this is the page that I made, and the main purpose of this page was if someone came across this website and maybe wondered what is a kobold after seeing the company title. It's a fun little page. You could come here, kind of see what they are, some of their history, and also why they were chosen as the company mascot. For the design of this page, again, trying to keep it simple. This is just a information heavy page, so we wanted to keep it uniform with the rest of the website.
This was Jacob's. Like I said, he can't be here today or couldn't make it today, so we're just gonna kind of move on. It's just a quick little page that he talked about the tabletop games and everything like that we had. All right.
For this page, design wise, I really just left it the same as the others. I didn't want it to stand out or anything. It sort of follows the tabletop games and the facts, so it sort of just helps a little bit. Kind of explains what games you could use them for and how they'd be used in the games in case you're a collector or something, you stumbled across the page, whatever. Just a little information about how you could play with friends or how you could use it.
All right, cool.
This was my page. This is mainly just a little bit of background about like the history of 3D printing. There's a little bit of information about how exactly 3D printing works by, melting microplastics, or not microplastics, thermoplastics. It is mainly focused on how 3D printing has developed as an accessible means of manufacture on like a personal scale and has enabled kind of a new subcategory of small business owners.
And then the contact me page. Tyler did all the coding for this. I just kind of went in, cleaned it up a little bit, and added the actual links and uh, the very small amount of code to like make it open a new page. But that's pretty much it. Daniel, do you have any questions or anything like that?
Not really. I was about to say I saw the color scheme that I picked out was very consistent across the entire website, which is very pleasing. And I love the illustrations that you did because the artistic interpretation by Kobolds is very enjoyable to see. Um, I did see the links and the image gallery was really good. I do like like what are these proxies for page because I've had Reddit forums talk about my miniatures and they've basically asked like what the heck do we use these guys for? Um, and like the optimization side of things that goes over my head because I don't know anything about coding, but and I also did see that when it came to what to proxy these things for, I saw that bolt action was actually on there. So someone actually did do their research and looked into my model range and actually did see the World War II side of things. So I'm glad that you all actually took the effort to like look at the actual model ranges and make it tailored to them themselves. So overall, I'm kind of blown away to be honest.
All right. Well, I think that about does the presentation, anything like that. Is there anything else that anyone wants to talk about before we wrap it up? All right, cool. I'll go ahead and end the presentation. Thank you all so much for coming out, and thanks for all the hard work on this semester. And Daniel, thank you for being a very easy client for just to work for.
You're good, man, and thank you guys seriously.